Alright, we live. Alright. What's up, YouTube? I'm Wu-Tang Clan fan. This is Wu-Tang Clan fan TV. And today I come back at it with another live stream. Now this one is gonna be about Old Dirty Bastard's death anniversary. And yeah, just like people said, he died before his 36th birthday. And yeah, so we're gonna be watching the video here. And I see my friend Samantha in the chat. So big shout out to her, Samantha. So yeah, if you have not subscribed yet, and if you're new to the channel, please sure do, because I do videos about the Wu-Tang Clan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So let me see, screen share. All right, see Samantha showing me love. Thank you, Sam.
Let me say this before I go any further, right? Wu-Tang Clan is the greatest hip-hop group of all time.
Greatest.
RZA, GZA, Old Dirty Bastard, Spectre, Deck, Raekwon, the Chef, U-God, Ghostface Killer, and the Method Man. Can't forget Master Killer, Capadonna, Sons of Man, Shaheem, Deadly Venom, Killer Army, Black Knights of the North Star, Royal Family, Wu Syndicate. The list goes on. The Wu and the Beatles. Look, Hot 97 video, right? It didn't even matter because they had a big fan base worldwide. They had a bunch of white fans from overseas that was buying their music. A cult following. That was the first time I realized too, man, that white people and other races love street hip hop music like that. And they went on tour with the rock group, look, Rage Against the Machines. So that let y'all know everybody loved the Wu. But when it comes to the Wu, the first one that comes to mind is Old Dirty Bastard. There will never, ever be another rapper like him in the hip hop history. You hear me?
And he's speaking to be another. There will never be another rapper like him. Like, this dude was outrageous funny. Like, I can tell you.
Never. He was a real rock star. No one has come close to imitating his style. The drunken master. You know, most people describe him as the loose cannon, the wild card of the group Wu-Tang. But believe it or not, the man, Old Dirty Bastard, was very intelligent. Even though he, like I said, he's known as the most outrageous member of the Wu-Tang Clan, but a lot of people describe him as one of the kindest and most generous souls on earth. In almost every interview he did, he was kicking knowledge. If you paid very close attention to him, he was kicking knowledge, man. Dirty was smart. Brother Jay from the group X Clan said Dirty dumbed down his style when he joined the Wu-Tang Clan. Wow. Dirty, so many names, man. Dirty, Dirt Dog, Dirt McGirt, Big Baby Jesus, A-Son Unique, who was Cyrus, Old Dirty. Look, Old Dirty Bastard, that name stood for there's no father to his style.
And I heard that so many times, like, Old Dirty Bastard, because ain't no father to his style. And that was the truth, because Old Dirty Bastard of his name that means ain't no father to his style, because he never grew up without a father, and that's why this dude right here, old dirty, he's hilarious. He is cool. He is outrageous. A lot of things.
His fashions.
Wait, hold on. How many people we got up in here now?
Was crazy. Dirty would wear glasses with no lens in it or one lens in it, gold teeth braids, straight hood cat. Wasn't afraid to speak his mind. The man said he got burnt by gonorrhea twice with no shame. Wow. Dirty.
On, this dude. I heard this before. Like, he got burnt by diarrhea 2 times. That's crazy.
Have you dying laughing too, man? Because he just didn't care. He didn't like to be told what to do. But just the way he went out, though, man, so tragic, man. And he was so young. I wonder sometimes too, man, if he was still alive today, what would Dirty be doing, man, if he had access to social media? Dirty is wild. There would never be another ODB in this world, man. And and me being a big dedicated Wu-Tang fan, man, I truly miss the guy, man, for real. Such a Wu-Tang fan, man. Miss that guy, man. Let's get to the story, though, right?
Yeah.
Now, Old Dirty Bastard, right, whose real name is Russell Jones, was born November 15th, 1968 in Brooklyn, New York. Now, growing up, he was one of 6 children, 3 boys and 3 girls, born to his parents, Cherry and William R. Jones. And Dirty's nickname was Rusty. That's what everybody called him. They called him Rusty. Papa Wu, right? He said they called him Rusty because he used to stay so dirty all the time, because he just didn't care about taking a bath for nothing. He was just a bad kid, always getting whippings. But early in his childhood, it was pretty good for Dirty, though. His mom worked as a police dispatcher. His father worked for the transit authority. And him and his family used to always just party and have a good time singing and stuff. His mom, she used to sing too. She was a singer one time, man. She played different instruments. Matter of fact, his whole family was musically talented. His older brother, Ramsey, is still a musician to this day. Y'all can check his music out. But when Dirty was about 11 years old now, his mother said in an interview that he was actually offered a record deal. Dirty had lied to the label and told him he was 17 years old, but his mom, she made him turn it down because she felt he was just too young at that time, and she wanted him to focus on school. But Dirty, he didn't really get along with school. Dirty got kicked out a lot of schools, they say. He ain't like school at all. But by the time he turned 16 years old, his parents ended up getting divorced.
Oh, yo, yo, are y'all hearing this right now? This dude got kicked out of so many schools because he didn't like school. That's crazy.
Which hurt him. That hurt Dirty. But something that took his mind off that was music. He loved all types of music, especially R&B, soul. And when hip hop music came to play, he was there from the beginning, when hip hop in the early stages, when it started. They say Dirty was good at breakdancing too. And Dirty, he went by the name Ason Unique. And his cousins RZA, who at the time went by the name Rakim, and Jizzle, who went by the name Allah Justice, the Genius. They was all involved in the early stages of the hip hop culture. And they had formed a group called FOI, which stood for Force of the Imperial.
Sorry about the ad, y'all. That's crazy. Cause there's so many things I did not know. Come on, Lo.
the Imperial Masters. And they had did a song called All In Together Now, which got so popular in the neighborhood that people started calling them the All In Together Now crew. So they just stuck with that name, man. And Dirty was like the beatboxer and performer of the group. On his album, Return of the 36 Chambers, the Dirty version, right? He said on that album, Jizza had wrote a whole bunch of them rhymes Dirty was using them. Jizza wrote them when he was a teenager. Jizza and Dirty, they had put a demo out, started doing talent shows and open mics all around New York. They also were into watching a lot of Shaolin Kung Fu flicks back then. And that's what Dirty, he ended up getting that name Old Dirty Bastard from one of the movies, but we'll get to that later on. Now, another thing they was into was the lessons of the 5% Nation of Islamic philosophy. And they learned the teachings from one of their older cousins, which was Freedom Allah, better known as Papa Wu. You know, Papa Wu, he taught Jizza the lessons, then Jizza taught RZA, and RZA taught Dirty everything about the nations, the gods, 5%ers, and the knowledge, right? And Dirty knew the lessons in and out and would put them in a lot of his rhymes. In high school, Q-Tip from Tribe Called Quest said him and Dirty battled back in high school. That's how they first became cool. It was Phife Dawg, African Band from the Jungle, but all of them went to school together. Even Brother Jay from the X Clan, he went there too. He said in high school, Dirty was destroying everybody in battles because he had knowledge and he knew the math. He knew the math and the lessons. They couldn't touch him in high school when it came to battling. He said Dirty was influencing a lot of them rappers that was coming up during that time. But you know, Dirty, like I said, he didn't really like school, so he eventually got kicked out of high school. Now, also around that time when he got kicked out, family. But the good thing was the RZA and the Jizza, they ended up getting record deals. RZA signed with Tommy Boy Records under the name Prince Rakeem, and he had released that single called Ooh, I Love You, Rakeem, if y'all remember that song. You know, Jizza, he signed with Cold Chillin' Records, and he released the album too called Words from the Genius, which was mainly produced by Easy Mo B.
Wait, how many? Maybe.
That album didn't sell either because of lack of promotion, according to Jizza. And plus, you know, RZA and Jizza, they weren't trying to make no radio commercial songs either. That wasn't their style. So both of them, they left their labels. And look, right? The crazy part is this. RZA, when he was with Tommy Boy, he was trying to bring the Wu-Tang Clan back then to Tommy Boy first. Wow. I bet you, man, Tommy Boy Records probably kicking themselves for not seeing RZA's vision at that time. RZA said they...
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry to pause it doing this.
They chose to sign the group House of Pain instead of the Wu. Wow.
Oh, wait. What now?
To sign the group House of Pain. RZA, when he was with Tommy Boy, he was trying to bring the Wu-Tang Clan back then to Tommy Boy first. Wow. I bet you, man. Tommy Boy Records probably kicking themselves for not seeing RZA's vision at that time. RZA said they chose to sign the group House of Pain instead of the Wu. Wow.
Well, why? How you just gonna choose House of Pain over the Wu-Tang Clan? Like, like to this day they have talent, but back then they had talent because there's releasing demos back then, because they had talent like all of them like Shala Raekwon and Meth, Dirty, Meth, Ghost, and you God, and who's another one? Deck, yeah, all the yeah, because they had all that talent like.
That's
Crazy.
But anyway,
so
after they
after
left
they
their
left their
labels,
labels,
right,
right,
RZA now
RZA
kind
now
of knew
knew
how
how
the
the
music
music
business
business
worked,
worked,
and he
and
just
he
focused on
focused on
forming
forming
the
the
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clan.
Clan. Now see,
RZA's
RZA's
plan
plan
was to
was to
sign the
sign the
group
group
to a
to a
major
major
label
label
and
and
release
release
solo
solo
albums
albums
for
for
all
all
the
the
members.
members.
Because by him being
Him being
signed
signed
before,
before,
he knew the
he knew the
business. Like I
business. Like I
said, he
said,
knew
he
how
knew how
everybody could
everybody could
make
make
money
money
individually.
individually.
He was
He
doing
was
some,
doing
RZA was doing
something
that has
that
never
has
been
never
done
been done
before in the
before in the
industry.
industry.
All them
All them
cats had
cats had
solo
solo
deals, man.
deals,
That
man. That
was
was
crazy.
crazy.
And that's
And
when
that's
look,
when look,
so they
put
put their
their money
together,
together,
created a
created a
demo,
demo,
and
and
shot
shot
the
the
video
video
called
called
Protect
"Protect
Your Neck.
Your Neck."
And look,
And look,
Steve
Steve
Rifkin,
Rifkin,
who
who
owned the
owned the
label
label
Loud
Loud
Records,
Records,
saw the video
Protect
Protect
Your
Your Neck
Neck
on Ralph
on Ralph
McDaniel's show
McDaniel's show
called
called
Video
Video
Music
Music
Box, and
Box,
he
and he
loved it,
loved
right?
it, right?
And he
And
wanted
he
to
wanted to
sign them.
sign them.
And
And
RZA
RZA
and
and
the
the
team
team
agreed
agreed
only
only
in the
in the
terms
terms
that
that
each
each
clan
clan
member
member
could
could
go
go
out
out
and
and
get
get
different
different
solo
solo
deals
deals
from
from
other
other
labels.
labels.
But Steve
Steve
Rifkin,
Rifkin,
he didn't
he
care
didn't
about
care
that. As
about
long
that.
as
As
he
long
had
as
the
he
whole
had the
group
whole group
signed to his
signed to his
label, the
label,
whole
the whole
Wu-Tang,
Wu-Tang,
he was
he
cool
was
with
cool
that.
with that.
Plus,
Plus,
RZA
RZA
gave him
gave
the
him the
option to
option
have
to have
first
first
dibs
dibs
to
to
match
match
the
the
solo
solo
offers
offers
before they
before
would
they would
sign
sign
with other
with other
labels.
labels.
And on
And on
November
November
9th,
9th,
1993,
1993,
they
they
released their
released their
debut
debut
album
album
titled
titled
Enter the
Into the
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
36
36
Chambers,
Chambers,
which
which
I think
I
is one of
think
the
is one of the
greatest
greatest
albums
albums
of
of
all
all
time.
time.
Still
The
is.
The
songs
songs
Cream,
Cream,
Also
Also
Simple,
Simple,
Tears,
Tears,
Clan in the
Clan in the
Front
Front
was
was my
jump.
jump.
It's one of my
It's one of my
favorite.
favorite.
Look,
Look,
Shame on the
Shame on the
Nut.
Nut.
That's my
That's my
junk right
junk
there.
right there.
Old
Old Dirty
Set.
Set.
Yeah, Shame on a Nut is like the best one. Like when ODB like is on that song, he's go like Shame on a nut who tried to run game on a nut who buck wild with the trigger. He, bro, you can never get him to say another rhyme like that. Like that's why that song right there, I listen to it to this day, and the album is great. Like I told you on the anniversary that I did, that all the songs on the album is all my favorites.
At all. But look, but the
But the
album
album ended up going
platinum
platinum
and set
and
the
set the
tone for the
tone for the
East
East
Coast
Coast
too.
too.
They set a
They set a
trend with
trend with that underground,
street
street
grimy,
grimy, Timberlands,
drug dealer
drug dealer
type of
type of
music.
music.
They opened
They
the
opened
doors
the
for
doors for
rappers
rappers like
like Nas,
Nas,
Biggie,
Biggie,
Mobb
Mobb
Deep,
Deep,
and
and
so
so
on.
on.
Because at
Because at the
the
time, the
East
East
Coast
Coast needed something. Because
I think
I
Dre
think
and
Dre and
Snoop
Snoop had the West Coast on fire.
They was
They was
tearing
tearing
up
up
stuff
stuff
back
back then.
then.
And look,
The
the
album
album
right,
right,
Enter the
Into the
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
36
36
Chambers
Chambers
was
was
ranked
ranked
27th
27th
on Rolling
on
Stone
Rolling
MTV.
MTV.
They
They
declared
declared it among the
greatest
greatest
hip
hip
hop
hop
albums
albums
of
of
all
all
time
time
too.
too.
Now,
Now,
Wait. Sorry, y'all. I had to go do something real quick. Sorry for y'all keep waiting like this. But yeah, we're gonna finish the rest of the video.
When that album
hit, right?
Fans were picking who was their favorite rapper out of all of them. And it was between Method Man and Dirty to me. Spectre Deck too, great all of them, but I think Method Man and Dirty, they just had to start quality about them. They just stood out. Now that same year as the Wu-Tang popularity grew, right? Dirty ended up convicted of second-degree assault after a fight he had in a bar back in New York. And he ended up paying a $5,000 fine and put him on a 5-year probation. But after the success of the Chambers album, that's when record labels trying to get at them, trying to make solo deals with the Clan members. Now, Def Jam signed Method Man. Jizza got to deal with Geffen Records. Raekwon stayed with Loud Records. And Dirty signed with Elektra Records. Now see, Dante Ross was an A&R for Tommy Boy Records and Elektra Records. And he's responsible for signing a lot of big name artists. Y'all probably know like De La Soul, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, MF Doom, Digital Underground, Brand Nubian, Pete Rock, CL Smooth, and the list goes on. And Elektra Records was ran by Sylvia Rone at the time. And Dante Ross was the A&R. Now he had heard Wu-Tang Clan freestyling on the radio. And he wanted to sign Dirty and Method Man as a duo. That was his favorite too. After hearing them freestyle on the radio, he told RZA he wanted to sign Method Man and Dirty as a duo on some Run DMC, EPMD type stuff, right? But RZA wasn't really feeling that plan, and he just gave Dirty as a solo artist. Now working on his debut album for Elektra Records, Dante Ross is now responsible for Dirty. And he said recording that album was wild, and Old Dirty Bastard was the craziest person he ever worked with in his life. He said one time, look, Dante Ross said one time, Chris Lighty and LPJ wanted Dirty featured on a song for LPJ, right? So they set up the studio time, and when Dirty gets there, Dirty's just playing around, he's wasting time, not laying his verse down, and him and Chris Lighty get into it. That's when Dirty said FLL and took the LLPJ album Platinum Plaque off the wall, threw it on the ground, and peed on it. Wow.
Whoa. Y'all hearing this? This dude didn't smash an LL Cool J plat and pee on it. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this guy? Like, I understand, like it was wrong, but that was wrong, bro.
Okay, here, take 2 of these.
Dirty off the chain around that time, man. They said Dirty would run up on stage and just snatch the mic from anybody. They say he snatched the mic from groups like The Roots. He snatched the mic from Biggie. I heard Capadonna tell that story. He snatched the mic from Lost Boys, Dougie Fresh. And they say him and the rapper Akinelli was on stage fighting one time over the mic. Wow. That's crazy. Dirty was always fighting too. Fredro Starr from the group Onyx, he had told a story too about an altercation they had in the club or something. But Buddha Monk, right? Now Buddha Monk was Dirty's right-hand man, right? And Buddha Monk's book called The Dirty Version. He said one time at a show, Dirty pulled out a gun and started shooting in the air to calm the crowd down. Because it was getting too rowdy. Dirty was wild, man. But anyway, look, also, Dirty started building his own rap crew too. It was called the Brooklyn Zoo. He was seeing how RZA was doing, and bringing in
bringing in
the
the
whole
whole
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
So
So
Dirty
Dirty
wanted
wanted
to
to
bring his
bring
own
his own
crew
crew
from
from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Everybody
Everybody
thought
thought
Dirty from
Dirty from
Staten
Staten
Island, but
Island, but
he was
he
from
was from
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
He wanted
He
to put
wanted
his
to put
own
his own
crew
crew
on
on
the
the
road
road
with
with
him
him
everywhere
everywhere
he
he
went.
went.
Then
Then
he
he
ended up
ended
getting
up getting
shot.
shot.
Dirty ended
Dirty
up getting
ended up
shot
getting shot
while
while
out
out
in
in
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
He got
He
shot in
got
the
shot in the
stomach
stomach
and
and drove
himself to the
himself to the
hospital.
hospital.
And
And
they say
they
he
say
got
he had
into
got
it with
into it with
another
another
rap group
rap
or
group or
something
something
that was
that was calling themselves
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Zoo.
Zoo.
That's why
That's why he got
or
shot or
something.
something.
But
But
they also
they
say
also
it could
say
have
it could have
just
just
been a
been a
robbery
robbery
because
because
they
they
knew
knew
who
who
he
he
was
was
with
with
the
the
Wu.
Wu.
After
After
that,
that,
March
on March
28th,
28th,
1995,
1995,
Dirty
Dirty
released his
released his
debut
debut
album
album
titled
titled
Return to the
Return to the
36
36
Chambers, the
Chambers, the
dirty
dirty
version.
version.
And look,
And look,
the
the
album
album
cover,
cover,
a
a
food
food
stamp
stamp
card.
card. Wow.
Classic. I
Classic. I
still got
still
that
got that
CD
CD
somewhere.
somewhere.
Classic.
Classic.
Never been
Never
done
been done
before.
before.
Man
Man
made
made
his
his
album
album
cover
cover
a
a
food
food
stamp
stamp
card.
card.
And his
And his
first
first
single
single
called
called
Brooklyn
Brooklyn
Zoo
Zoo
hit
hit
number
number
5 on the
5 on
Hot
the
Rap
Hot Rap
Singles
Singles
chart.
chart.
And his
And his
second
second
single
single
called
called
Shimmy
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 Y'all
Y'all
hit number
hit number
9
9
on
on
the
the
Billboard
Billboard
US Hot
US
Rap
Hot Rap
Songs
Songs
chart.
chart.
You know
You know what's
crazy?
crazy?
That song was ranked number
Number
59 on
59 on
VH1's
VH1's
100
100
greatest
greatest
songs
songs
of hip
of
hop.
hip hop.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
I
Shimmy
love
Shimmy
Shimmy
Y'all
Shimmy Y'all
too.
too.
I used to
I
love
used
the
to love the
video
video
because
because
he
he
switched it to
switched
the
it to the
baby come
baby
on
come
at
on
the
at
end.
the end.
That was
Dope,
dope, man.
man. And Hype Williams
directed
directed that video
too.
too.
But
But
overall,
overall, the album
ended up
ended
going
up going
platinum.
platinum.
The
The album went platinum, and Dirty was nominated for a Grammy, but he lost to Naughty by Nature that year. I think he was going against Tupac, Me Against the World, Skilo, and Naughty by Nature, Poverty's Paradise. They won the Grammy. They beat Dirty for the Grammy that year. But it made him hot though. It made him hot in the streets. And everybody wanted to work with Dirty after that though. After that album dropped. And that's when Mariah Carey reached out. She wanted him on the remix for her hit song at the time called Fantasy because she liked how Wu-Tang did the SWV's Anything remix. That was her song. She loved that. And at the time, plus Mariah, she wanted to do more urban stuff too. She wanted more of an urban sound. She was easing her way into the hip hop market, trying to get from that pop stuff. So look, she asked for Dirty to be on the remix, right? So when Dirty showed up to do the verse, so when Dirty showed up to do the verse for the Fantasy remix, right? They say it was 3 hours late, drunk out of his mind, screaming and cussing at some girl on the phone saying he was going to kill her. Then he said he wanted $15,000 to do the verse. And he needed some Moet and Newport cigarettes. And when they couldn't get it for him, because it was like 12 o'clock, he already came late, like 12 o'clock in the morning. 12 a.m., whatever. Dirty started going off and calling them white devils. Dirty was crazy, man. Then, look, so he's in the studio, right? He does the first bars of the song, the part me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Then he went to sleep for 45 minutes. Then he wakes up, do some more bars to the song, and goes right back to sleep again for another hour. Then Dirty wakes up again, do some more bars, and goes back to sleep again. Dirty was off the chain, man. Dirty was wild. So look, they get the verse done, and Mariah Carey, she loves the verse. But they wanted Dirty to say a couple more things on the song. So they bring him back to the studio again. So this time when he comes back, they say he starts picking a lot of food out of his gold teeth. And then he falls asleep again with one of his shoes off. And they say his feet smell so bad that everybody just had to let him sleep and leave the control room. Wow. Dirty. Then look, so then it came time to shoot another $15,000 to do the video. And then he tells them he ain't got no clothes to wear for the video. He had no clothes. So they gave him Tommy Mottola's credit card to buy some clothes.
And
he came back to the video shoot with Timberland, right?
And then
Dirty
Dirty
said,
you know what? I'm not
I'm
gonna
not gonna
wear no
wear no
shirt.
shirt.
I don't need no clothes. Hey yo, Dirty is crazy, but the song is forever
a
a classic.
Fantasy remix. He killed it though.
And
once he did that with Mariah Carey,
the
the
whole
world started to know who Dirty was.
And
And the more money started rolling in.
And you know,
Dirty
was a generous
guy too, man. He didn't care about money.
He took
He
care
took
of
care
his
of his
family,
family,
brought his parents a
a
house,
house,
would give
would
kids
give
in
kids
the
in the neighborhood money and
everything.
everything.
But
with
with
that kind of fame though,
and
money,
he got
he
more
got
into
more
the
into the drugs though,
like
like
cocaine and smoking crack.
And
And
a lot of people posted him said he did drugs really to escape the life of being famous in the industry.
He didn't
He
want to
didn't
be
want to be
told
told
what
what
to
to
do.
do.
He
He
didn't want to be
want to be
controlled by nobody.
He
wasn't
wasn't
nobody's
nobody's
robot.
robot. Put it that way.
But see,
But
right after that, Dirty
man,
had some
had
more
some more
controversy.
controversy.
Got
Got
into
into
some more
controversy that
really
really
put a lot of eyes on him,
which was
going
going on
MTV
to
to
pick up some food stamps.
Now
the
the
story
story
goes with
that
that
incident.
incident.
Dirty had
invited
invited
an
an MTV
film
crew
crew
to hang out with him
and
and
ride in a limousine to go
to the
to
welfare
the welfare
office
office
to cash
to
a
cash a $375 welfare check
and pick
and
up
pick
his
up
food
his food
stamps,
stamps, right?
And
And
after he did that,
his
his caseworker cut him off. After
After
seeing that show, the
caseworker
cut him
off
and
and
found out
he was
advanced
advanced
$45,000 from his record
record
label,
label,
and he
and he
didn't
didn't
file his taxes yet. That's how he was still able to get food stamps. And
And that's when they try to accuse him of welfare fraud.
You know, the
The
crazy part is, right after that,
President Bill Clinton was on TV talking about it, saying people are abusing the welfare system.
They even
They even
showed the
MTV clip
with
with
Dirty
in it,
getting
getting
in the limousine.
Wow.
And look,
That's when
Bill
Bill
Clinton
Clinton
signed
signed that welfare reform bill saying welfare should represent a second chance,
not a way of
way of
life.
life.
Wow. And to be
And to be
honest,
honest,
y'all,
y'all,
I
I
think
think that's when the powers that be
they
they
started
started
looking
looking
at
at Dirty.
I think
I
the
think the
government
eyes were on
him
him after that.
I think
I think that MTV clip had people wanting to know who he was.
Because
Because
look,
look,
check this
check
out,
this
right?
out, right?
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang did a song called Diesel.
It was
It
on the
was on
Soul in the Whole movie
soundtrack.
soundtrack. I don't know if
I
y'all
don't know if
remember that Soul in the Whole
Whole
documentary
documentary
about
about
basketball. But they had a Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
had
had
a
a
song
song
on
on
the soundtrack called Diesel.
Diesel.
And
And
on that song, it was kind of
disturbing
what Dirty
what
was
Dirty was
saying.
saying.
But you
But
know,
as a fan,
I just thought he was just being as normal.
just
Just
being
being
his normal self, man.
But
And now when I listen to it,
he was
he was telling the truth.
On the
On the
song
song
Diesel,
Diesel, right?
Dirty
Dirty
rapped the lyrics
to
to the
the president, you say I'm on welfare fraud,
effing
right.
Let's
Let's
burn this dark house white.
white.
Then,
Then in that same verse,
he
he
also
also
accused the government
of
of killing
killing
rappers Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. And he
And he
kept repeating,
someone
"Someone
help me.
someone
Someone
help
help
me.
me.
Please,
Please,
the government is after me, sounding all paranoid." Wow. Go back and listen to that song called Diesel
by
Wu-Tang Clan and tell me what y'all think.
think.
Dirty
Knew
knew what was going on. Plus, that was the first time I ever heard that conspiracy about Tupac and Biggie too. Back in '97, when that song came out. And being young back then, I really didn't grasp it. Cause you know that Dirty. Every time Dirty was doing something back then, I just thought he was crazy. I was young. But now I know. Cause Biggie had just been murdered, and I think Pop had died 6 months earlier. He was murdered, and that made Dirty very paranoid. Plus, he had been shot too. That's why he's paranoid. And that's when he started doing a bunch of interviews. Remember Dirty? Dirty was doing a whole bunch of interviews talking about the government, saying they was the ones that killed Tupac and Biggie, saying he was next and everything. Wow. That all makes sense. But anyway, that same year, right? That 1997 year was crazy. Wu-Tang Clan released their second album titled Wu-Tang Forever, which was a double album and an enhanced CD. And that album went straight to the top, selling over 600,000 copies in the first week. And it hit number one on the Billboard 200. And the first single, Triumph, Dirty set it off with the intro. But for some reason, he wasn't in the video. They had someone else play him in the video. And according to Brett Ratner, who directed the Triumph video, he said Dirty was just uninterested in appearing in the video since he had his verse on the song. So Dirty just left. Always wonder why he wasn't in that video. That's crazy too. But the song on that double album, man, Dirty had the song called Dog-ish on that Wu Forever album. One of my favorite songs on that album too. And the song Reunited. I love that song too. But you know that album earned them a Grammy Award nomination for Best Rap Album at the 40th Annual Grammy Awards, but they ended up losing to Puff Daddy and the Family album titled No Way Out. Now, when it comes to the Grammys, you know, Dirty wasn't. He was at the awards, and he wasn't too happy about them losing to Puffy. But before I get into that whole Grammy Awards incident, right? Before I go there, I gotta talk about Dirty saving a 4-year-old little girl life the day before. Now, that story goes right. Just one day before the Grammys, Dirty was at Papa Wu's studio with his cousin 12 o'clock. And right outside the studio, right, they had witnessed a car accident where a little 4-year-old girl was trapped underneath a burning car. That's when Dirty and a bunch of other people got together and helped lift the car, which was a 1996 Ford Mustang, off of the little girl, who was taken to the hospital and treated for second and third degree burns. And look, you know, Dirty, he loved the kids, right? He was going to the hospital, checking on little girl every day, man. And he was using a fake name until the news media found out it was him going to the hospital. Dirty had a good heart, man. Like I said, Dirty loved the kids. But anyway, so after helping that little girl next day, and Dirty wasn't too happy about them losing to Puffy. And he went on stage while singer Sean Colvin was about to give her a speech for her winning the Grammy. And Dirty said something about bought an expensive suit because he thought Wu-Tang was going to win. And he also said Puffy and all the other artists are good, but Wu-Tang is the best. And Wu-Tang is for the kids and the children. They teach children. Wow. And you know what's crazy though? Dirty and the whole Wu-Tang clan knew that they weren't going to win the Grammy that day. They knew ahead of time because Steve Rifkin had already got word about it. And they told Dirty, why you even going? Why you even bother going? You're not going to win. They already knew who was going to win. And you know, Dirty went anyway. He didn't care. He was going to say what he had to say on national TV. Dirty was wild. And look, you know what's crazy? Puff. He said he won the Grammy, and then he named this next album Forever. Wow. Just like the Wu-Tang Forever. Puff named his next album Forever. But anyway, after that, right, Dirty then made the announcement on the Vibe show, which was hosted by Sinbad, the comedian at the time, right? He said he was changing his name from ODB and Osiris to Big Baby Jesus. And also around that time, he was featuring another big song, another hit song that came out called Ghetto Superstar by Prize from the group of Fugees and Singer Maya for the Woolworth soundtrack. Now, how Dirty got on that song, right? Prize from the Fugees said Dirty just walked right in the studio in California because Dirty was actually looking for another studio. Dirty for some reason thought he was in New York. He didn't even know where he was at. So you know, Prize, he just let Dirty jump on the beat because Dirty said he liked it. And the song ended up going number one all across overseas. And it was nominated for a Grammy. But then Dirty was arrested for
for
failure to pay child support for his three kids with his wife Isolene. But those charges was later dropped after he signed an agreement saying that he would pay $35,000 in back child support and that he would provide full health insurance for his children. He also pled guilty to attempted assault on his wife Isolene too. And right after that, Dirty ended up getting shot in a home invasion robbery at his cousin's house. Now the story goes with that incident, right? They say around about 5:30 p.m. Dirty was at an apartment in Brownsville when all of a sudden two men busted in with guns. And they had got into it, started tussling. Dirty tried to grab a gun or whatever. And they robbed him for his money and his jewelry. And he was shot in the back. And the bullet came through his left arm. Wow. And look, Dirty drove himself to the hospital and was listed in stable condition. Without even checking out, man. Dirty didn't care. They say Dirty just got right out the bed, started getting all his things together, walked right out of the emergency room, hopped in his van and drove off. Wow. And you know what? I remember that too because they were saying during that time that there were a lot of high-profile robberies on celebrities around that time by some gang or something. Because Busta had got robbed a couple times. Busta Rhymes got robbed, and somebody had robbed Foxy Brown's mother too, something like that. And then look, just 3 days later, after that, from being shot, he was arrested for stealing a pair of shoes from Sneaker Stadium in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Even though he had about $500 in his pocket at the time. But they had him on camera removing the sneakers from the box, put the shoes on his feet, and walked right out the store. And that's
like when you just have a whole lot of money, like
taken into custody charged with petty larceny. Then he was arrested for allegedly threatening 3 people at the House of Blues. He was charged with making terrorist threats. Then he was arrested just 2 months later for allegedly threatening his ex-girlfriend in Compton. Then he was stopped by police in Hollywood for a traffic violation, and he didn't even have a driver's license. Plus, the police noticed that he was wearing a bulletproof vest, which was illegal for convicted felons. You know what's crazy about that charge, right? Dirty became the first citizen arrested under a new California law that made wearing a bulletproof vest illegal for convicted felons. Wow. Then on January 14th, 1999, Dirty was accused of having a gun and shooting at police officers after they pulled him over for driving erratically with his headlights off. Look, the two cops ended up firing 8 shots at him. They fired 8 shots at him and his cousin in his Tahoe. He was with his cousin, 62nd Assassin from the group Sons of Man. But he beat that case though. He beat that case because those cops, they lied. They tried to say Dirty had a gun and fired shots at them. Dirty just had a cell phone in his hand. Plus, he was on the phone with his mother, telling her what the cops was doing at that moment. So he beat that case. And look, around that time now, Dirty kept telling people the CIA and the FBI was following him, and they had a hit out on him. But people just thought he was just being paranoid and crazy. Now he was about to sue. Dirty was going to sue the police department, but he thought if he did that would probably make things worse for him and his family, so he let it go. You know what? Come to find out, the FBI was trying to get the whole Wu-Tang Clan on a RICO case. Wow. That's crazy. Plus, Dirty was thinking that there was a conspiracy against rappers too, because around that time, Freaky Ty had got murdered, and Big L had gotten killed too, which made him even more paranoid. Now, after that, he was arrested again for running a red light. And when police searched his car, they found 20 bags of crack. Then on September 14th, 1999, he finally released his second album. I was waiting on that album too, man, for the longest time. He released that second album titled Nigga Please, which debuted at number 10 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 in the top R&B hip hop albums chart. And that album went certified gold. That album took about 4 years to record because all the legal troubles and legal stuff he was going through, man. Now, at first, he was supposed to name the album God Made Dirt, Dirt Don't Hurt. Then he changed it to The Black Man is God, White Man is the Devil. But I guess he just settled on the title Nigga Please. And you know what? That album, though, wasn't like the first album, the 36 Chambers, Dirty Version. But I love the single he had called Got Your Money featuring R&B singer Khalees. That was a big hit on the radio. Especially overseas, it was real big too. Pharrell from the Neptunes did that song. But with all the legal troubles he was facing around that time, Dirty ended up getting 3 years probation and 1 year in Impact House, which was a residential drug rehab facility in Pasadena, California. But then when he got to the Impact House, right, Dirty he ended up leaving and walking out of rehab. It became a fugitive on the run. And he only had 2 months to go before he was finished with that program too. Wow. That's crazy. Now, while he was on the run and a fugitive, right, leaving the rehab center, he showed up on stage at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York for Wu-Tang Clan's album release party for the W album. And the crowd went.
Wait, I think to be honest, Wu-Tang fans, to be honest, I think he's on one of the songs. Like, he's on the song with Snoop Dogg, something like that. He's on one of the songs on the W. Yeah, he's on one of the songs. But I'm just gonna stay quiet so you guys can hear the story. So yeah,
crazy song. People love Dirty, man. Dirty, they love Dirty. And Dirty even told the crowd that he couldn't stay on stage too long because the cops was after him. Now, according to Steve Rifkin, he said Dirty dressed up as a woman to disguise himself from being caught because police were all over the venue. Wow. Now, after that, right?
not a commercial. All right, here we go.
After that, right? Dirty just went on a run, and he was a wanted man by the law. And days later, they caught him. They got him. He ended up being arrested in a McDonald's parking lot in Philadelphia. And they say the only reason he got caught was because he was signing autographs. And they say he had signed an autograph for a lady cop or something like that. And she reported him and called for backup. Wow. That's crazy. Now back in jail. When he went to face the judge this time, on July 18th, 2001, Dirty was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison for crack cocaine possession. Wow. For those 20 bags of crack cocaine they found when he ran that red light, allegedly, they said, they gave him 2 to 4 years in prison. You would have thought they would just put him back in rehab or something, but I don't know, man. And right before he went to jail, they say he had attempted suicide because he came to court with a bandage around his wrist. Now in prison, Dirty was just he was depressed. Dirty became depressed, and he was placed on suicide watch. Then they had sent him to a Clinton Correctional Facility in upstate New York, where rappers like he was in the same place. He was in the same prison where Tupac did his time, Shine from Bad Boys did his time.
Okay. Take too long.
Time for shooting the club up. Bobby Shmurda was there. They did their time there too. He was in that same prison, Clinton Correctional. And once he got in there, Dirty said thousands of threats were made against him because he was famous. He said his life was threatened every day by inmates and believed people were out to kill him because, you know, you got to remember they had him in a max. They had him in a max prison with killers and rapists, and all he did was he just did drugs. He was hurting himself. Wow, that's crazy. He said he was assaulted by some inmates who left him with a broken leg, and he had a bunch of confrontations in there with some of the guards who used to beat him up and tease him because he was a rap star in jail. He said he would take the medication they gave him just to stay away from the general population. Papa Wu said, Papa Wu said this. He said they was trying to put a microchip in him so they can track his every move. Wow, that's crazy. And his label, Elektra Records, ended up not re-signing him to the label. Plus, his 2-album deal, it was up with them. It was over anyway. But I think they really didn't re-sign him because of all the legal troubles and problems he had put them through. A lot of the Elektra music staff, at the label, when they first signed Old Dirty, they knew he liked to drink and get drunk, but they had no idea he did crack and cocaine and dust until later on.
That's crazy. That's crazy how he was doing crack and cocaine and PCP, marijuana, all that type of stuff. That's crazy. And plus, sorry, I was I'm back into something real quick, but we're gonna finish the video where we left off at. So yeah.
And once Elektra Records let him go off the label, another label ended up buying his lost material. And in 2002, an album called The Trials and Tribulations of Russell Jones was released on a label called D3 Entertainment. Now, D3 Entertainment was a little known LA label that also ended up winning the rights to distribute Death Row's catalog when Suge Knight had went to jail for the first time. But, Dirty wasn't doing good in prison, man. And he stated that no one from the Wu came to visit him except Method Man and RZA. He said they came one time to see him, but I do remember Wu-Tang Clan members saying they did a show at Rikers Island when Dirty was locked up there the first time, though. They said they did a show there when Dirty was at Rikers Island, but in prison, Dirty said no one really came to see him but Meth and RZA. But Dirty was going through it, though, man. Then they sent him to a psychiatric hospital, and they tried to say he was diagnosed with schizophrenic. He was a schizophrenic. And according to Papa Wu, he said Dirty set himself on fire just to get sent to that mental hospital, just to get away from that prison because they was treating him so bad in there. Wow, that's crazy. And on May 1st, 2003, Dirty was released from prison. And on his first day out, he did a New York press conference. Mariah Carey was there. Dame Dash was there to announce his signing to Rockefeller Records. And he also changed his name again. He changed it to Dirt McGirt. And they say Dame Dash gave him $1 million deal. Wow, that's crazy. Now, VH1 also did a special documentary on him called Inside Out, Old Dirty Bastard on Parole, as they follow him on his journey to clean up his act, and he was getting his life back on track as he starts recording his comeback album titled A Song Unique. And his manager at the time was a guy named Jared Weisfeld, who actually started his career as a production assistant for VH1. He was the one who pitched and sold the Dirty reality show to VH1.
Which one of these, know you getting, so I know which one is my, go back to my office, which one?
What'd you say?
Which one of these girls you taking, so I can know which one I can start with my office.
One. Yeah, you know, by that time, all the Wu members had left Wu-Tang Productions management. And Dirty wanted to be off of it too. But RZA really didn't want to let him go out of his contract when he came home, because he felt he had big plans for Old Dirty Bastard when he got home. He had plans for his cousin Dirty. Dirty's cousins, RZA and Divine, said they wanted to help him get his mind right mentally, get back in shape, get him healthy, and just get him back fit for society again, because they can tell something was just wrong with him. Something was off about Dirty when he came home. And to be honest, you kind of can tell in that documentary, he just really wasn't ready to jump back into the music industry. That was my thoughts too. He should have just took some time to himself to get his mind right. And you know, Dirty said on the VH1 special that the only hard part about being out of jail was just staying away from the drugs now, because the drugs used to help his creativity. And without the drugs, life to him was just too boring. Wow, that's sad, man, to say that. He said life was just too boring to him without the drugs. That's crazy. Now, when he got out of prison, he moved right in with his mom, because that way he can stay out of trouble and she can kind of keep an eye on him. But then he moved out of his mom's house and got his own place. And before you know it, he went back to using drugs again.
Bro, come on. I'm about to end this live stream. I'm about to end this live right now. If I'm not gonna end it right now, but it just makes me want to end it because like the stuff that I'm hearing about OJ, because how are you gonna go back to drugs and you saying it's life is born without drugs? Bro, you're not meant for drugs, Dirty. You're not meant for drugs, bro.
Now, on July 17th, 2004, Dirty reunited and performed at the Rock the Bells with the rest of the Wu-Tang Clan, which would be his last performance with them. And they say that performance, Dirty was high on drugs then. And they had to beg him to come out. He was in his hotel room. He didn't come out to the show because he was in the room getting high. Then he did another show with this rock death metal band called Dillinger Escape Plan, which was kind of strange because the crowd was mainly all heavy metal rock fans. But on that show, he was high off ecstasy. They said that show was a disaster too. And look, in an interview, they asked him about that show, and Dirty said it was the drug use. He was in a different world and said he wasn't himself that night because he had some ecstasy. And when he said that in that interview, him and his manager Jared started arguing because Dirty told the truth. He told the truth, say he was high that night, and his manager Jared didn't want him to tell the truth. Plus, he was still on parole. But months later, on November 13th, 2004, Jesse.
Today is that day. Today is that day, y'all. Today is the day.
2 days before his 36th birthday, and only 9 days left on his parole, Dirty died at RZA's recording studio from an accidental drug overdose. Now, the story goes, Dirty was in the studio working with his cousin RZA, and he started complaining about some chest pains he was having earlier. He said he was sweating like crazy, he felt hot, and his heart was racing. And the next thing you know, he just collapsed right to the floor. And they called paramedics, which was around 4:45, but
You want to end the live stream right here. This is crazy. That's crazy, bro.
he ended up dying by the time the paramedics got to him. They couldn't revive him, and he was pronounced dead at 5:04 p.m. Sad, man. Now, in Buddha Monk's book, right, he said Dirty didn't feel good that day, and they wanted to take him to the hospital, but Dirty didn't want to go because he didn't trust doctors. And his leg was hurting because he had injured it at a show days before, and someone had given him
Sorry about the commercial, but you're going back to the drugs, and you died before your 36th birthday. Come on, Dirty. Like you had a better future for yourself, Dirty. You had a better future, bro. You had a better future for yourself.
giving him a tramadol pain pill. And Dirty ended up going to sleep on the floor. And that's when the people in the studio noticed he wasn't breathing. So they called 911 and couldn't revive him, man. It's crazy, man. The crazy part is everybody that saw him dead say he had a smile on his face too. Wow. That's crazy. Now, when they did the autopsy, the medical examiner determined that he died from the combined effects of cocaine and a prescription painkiller. They said it was the result of intoxication by cocaine and the painkiller tramadol, which caused his accidental overdose. You know what's crazy, right? His son, YDB, said he was there that day and he actually watched Dirty get high. He said Dirty.
Sorry, y'all. I just need a moment because I cannot believe what I'm hearing about ODB. All the stuff that Dirty has gone through. And I actually heard this interview about his son YDB. He said, well, I'm not going to tell you. Actually, what the heck? As he said, he forced him to watch him. And he said, sit there and watch me get high. That's what he said to him, like,
Day. And he actually watched Dirty get high. He said Dirty got as high as he could ever get. And he told his son YDB to sit there and watch him eye to eye. Wow. Now, after his death, right, Dirty's mom, Miss Cherry Jones, and Dirty's wife, widow, Celine Jones, were battling for his estate, and the judge granted Iceline control of his estate. She became the administrator of his estate. According to her, she said Dirty had one important request for her to do before he died because he knew he was going to die. And that request was to get his royalties from Wu-Tang Productions. Wow. She said Dirty felt and believed that he wasn't getting his fair share of royalties from his work, and he wanted her to get to the bottom of it. He wanted her to fight for his royalties and don't let them get away with it. And you know what she did? She filed a complaint in New York Supreme Court against the company Wu-Tang Productions, alleging that it had shortchanged Dirty's estate on royalty payments from at least 2011 through July 2021. And I know Dirty's mom, Miss Cherry Jones, has some things to say about Iceline too, though. She said she was upset that Dirty's other kids are not being taken care of properly. And she's outraged that it appears Iceline has been diverting money away from the other children and taking out personal loans against the state assets. Wow. You know, they say Dirty fathered over 13 kids, but then some say he really only has 7 kids. I don't know. You know, in 2013, we got to see Dirty perform again. He performed as a hologram-like image at Coachella, which was dope. I think they did Eazy-E hologram too at that same show. You know, Dirty's wife, Iceline Jones, she filed a cease and desist order against the Rock the Bells because nobody reached out to her because she's the one who controls his estate and make the decisions. But they was, see, you know, Rock the Bells was dealing with Dirty's mom, Miss Cherry Jones, at the Coachella show. Iceline was upset because their son YDB usually would do Dirty songs at the Rock the Bells festivals. But you know, they worked it out, and basically YDB was Dirty's hologram on stage. And with the technology, they just aged him to when Dirty was in his prime. Technology, man, is crazy, man. I'm telling you. You know, Dirty's mom, Miss Cherry Jones, and his manager, Jared Weisfeld, they still trying to keep Dirty's legacy alive, though. They're trying to keep it going. I know they had started a label called JC Records and was supposed to put out another ODB album called Osiris or something like that. And they was also working on a reality TV show called Stuck on Dirty, which was supposed to debut on Spike TV a while back, but I don't know what happened with that. They were supposed to be doing a movie too on Dirty called Dirty White Boy, and Michael K. Williams was supposed to play in the movie, but I don't know what happened with that movie either. You know, rest in peace to actor Michael K. Williams. He just died from an accidental overdose.
Bro, come
wow,
on, bro.
That's crazy. But you know, RZA said he got a.
Y'all, if y'all going through something, like I'm just be straight up with the viewers I'm gonna be straight up with the viewers that's watching this. If you guys are having trouble with doing something, and you think cocaine is gonna solve it, just don't do cocaine because at this point, because cocaine is not gonna help. Like, if you think cocaine is gonna solve your situation, it's not. If you need help and you think drug is gonna solve it, it's not. Please call the number. Please call the number of getting help of cocaine. No, wait, hold on. Please call the number if someone is going through something, or if you think someone is going through a cocaine overdose. Like, if you see someone is doing cocaine, please call someone and let them know, because you never know. They might die from an overdose.
The old Dirty biopic in the works coming soon too. So I'm gonna keep my eye open for that. Make sure y'all this year about him too. And you know that last final album that they did for Rockefeller Records, they sound unique. It's all available now, all on digital platforms. So make sure y'all go and support that and stream it when y'all can. You know, I love that Wu series too. I'm a Wu head, man. I watched the whole Wu series. The next season is coming. I can't wait. You know the Wu series called American Saga. The guy who plays Dirty, his name is TJ Adams. I think he's a brilliant actor. He's doing a very good job to me. He said in an interview, right? TJ Adams in an interview said he studied some of Dirty's old video footage and he studied Dirty's son, Young Dirty Bastard, because he is the closest thing to ODB in real life and his mannerism. Plus, he talked to Dirty's mom, Miss Cherry Jones, to get a lot of info. But I don't think Dirty's wife and kids like the way that they're portraying Dirty series. They feel like they're making Dirty seem like he was a clown or something. He was goofy or something. You know, it's much more to Dirty than that. The man was smart, man. Very intelligent man. I always thought, anyway, his son, YDB, was going to play him in the series. That's what I thought, but politics, and you know how I go. And make sure y'all check out Buddha Monk's book called The Dirty Version. That book is excellent because he was right there every step Dirty made. That was Dirty's right-hand man. U-Guard from the Wu-Tang got a book titled Raw. Great book. Raekwon got his book out called Staircase to Stage. Another great book. I done read these books about 3 or 4 times, man. I'm a Wu fan, man, all the way. I done read these books so many times. RZA got a book too. And you know what? Rest in peace to 12 O'Clock and Murdoch, who were Dirty's blood cousins. And it was part of his rap group, Brooklyn Zoo. They was both murdered in Portland last year. That's crazy. Papa Wu passed away back in 2019. Rest in peace to Papa Wu. And you know, for more funny and crazy stories about Dirty, just go to YouTube and type it in. Everybody got an ODB story. It will have you dying laughing, man. Man, 35 years old, man. Just 2 days before his 36th birthday. 36 Chambers, 36. Ain't that crazy? Rest in peace to the legend, ODB, Dirt Dog, old dirty bastard.
Man. I hope y'all enjoy that video. Oh wait, let me get back so you guys can see me better. Hope I enjoy that. And it's crazy what I just heard. And yeah, so Old Dirty is in a better place now. And yeah, but wait. If y'all think like Old Dirty was about to become 36, right? But if you look at his first album was called Return to the 36 Chambers. But what he say? What Old Dirty say? He gonna return back to the 36 Chambers. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. So yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, notifications so you won't miss another video. I'm out. Sue.